Hello, everybody, and welcome to Rise of the Podcast. I am Jeremy.
I'm Kara.
And I am your technological overlord.
Genius.
I'm Brownie.
Overlord. Oh, I thought, okay.
Brad.
Is he here?
Brad. No, but I'm just saying.
Oh.
He is never going to see a bad intro ever again because Chris fixed it.
We'll get into that later.
Oh.
With his, excuse me. Once we're done talking about Star Wars stuff, Mike's going to call in and we're going to talk a little bit about automation.
Mickle is going to call in?
Yep. I had an aunt named Mickle.
Oh, you really?
An aunt?
Yeah.
I
Like
know
that was
somebody,
her actual name was Mickle.
I know somebody named Mickle.
Great aunt, I suppose,
But Mickle.
Well,
How do you
anyways-
spell it?
Mickle.
Was she in Star Wars?
No.
Well, we're going to talk about Star Wars right now, not your great aunt Mickle.
Yay.
But we're a tangent podcast. That's all we do.
No tangents.
You told me you were going to take your socks off.
Well, you know what? People can live with it. Chris doesn't
right.
like to see nasty feet.
I do want to do one thing real quick.
Real quick.
I am going to redeem.
Better
did it
not
show up on here.
You better
there
not
it
put
is.
me in timeout.
What is it?
I redeemed Sith mode. It's easier to see like this.
Ooh, what's Sith mode?
So only
Wait,
red hue is in color and everything else is black and white.
The logo is gray.
Oh, and the lights are all grayed out. Look at the
That's
wheel.
crazy. Is skin tone considered red?
Skin tone is in
Definitely
the reds.
has red, yeah.
Yeah, like Kara's shirt is gray.
Crazy. I'm
That
crazy
is
for being
crazy.
so something.
So
I
that's
love
a
it.
channel point redemption that I
That's
made up last night.
cool.
So it'll last for 2 minutes and then it'll turn off.
Now,
Love.
the goal, somehow make it so our eyes turn yellow.
How does the Rise of the Podcast logo look BA in like
It's
silver like that?
It looks super cool.
Wow, is that cool?
That's
I also
awesome.
turned the sharpness up on the podcast a little bit, so it should be a little bit less soft.
That's so cool. Now I feel like I should have like a robe and be like, "Welcome, young
Just-
Sky."
Oh, look at the Darth Vaders.
Yeah, I know they look like
There you
a
go,
cool
Jeremy. This is what you
hue.
need.
And
Yeah,
the Legos.
that's what
yeah.
we need.
Oh, yeah, like Chris Perillo does in his...
Guys, this is tangent time. I learned today why. This is from Lego directly.
TIL.
I learned today that the Lego brick separators are either orange or teal. I thought they were based on set rarity. That is not the case. From a Lego employee, the predominant color in the set determines the separator. So if there's a lot of orange, like in the Porg, they give you a teal brick separator. If there's a lot of teal, or the standard one is orange, there's even a third color called green.
Ooh, guys, it's called green. Go figure. Green.
Kara, I'll come over there. Don't disrespect my authority.
I will disrespect whatever I want to disrespect.
You have a bunch of. Oh no!
What?
So she put her. So
Oh, that's the end of.
tangent time.
What,
So,
what Jeremy,
you ha-
if it's not a bug.
It's not a bug.
Okay.
You have a ton of lint in your hair,
Of course I do.
and it's from you putting your hood up.
It's
So-
lice.
So
Just kidding.
when we went out to California, I took my plane ticket and I left it in my pocket, and it got washed in the jeans. It disintegrated and went all over the wash.
So now my
Kara's
thing
brand
has,
new hoodie
like,
has like
Pill,
lint
white,
pilling.
nasty pilling all over it.
Jeremy.
And she just slapped her hood up, and it blasted all over her hair.
Can you guys see it in my close-up? No? Okay,
yeah, a
we're-
little bit.
No, you can't. It's fine. Shh. Brad might be able to in his big old TV that
Brad's
he
Laser
watches.
vision.
Brad.
Brad's
Mr. Quiet's
worth.
Bradsworth.
So we should talk about Star Wars.
Okay.
All right.
This
So
happens every time.
it's because of the Sith mode. You went full Sith. You never go full Sith. Okay, everybody. So two couple things. Kenobi. I want to talk about Kenobi. So type in chat. If we can't talk about, oh, Brad's here.
Bradsworth!
Bradsworth is here. May the
Bradsworth,
force be with you,
darling.
Bradsworth. I
Welcome
love
to
it,
Rise
Chris.
of the Podcast,
Your thing worked.
Bradsworth.
Welcome. Tell us what you want to see in Star Wars. What type of cookies do they have in Star Wars? Because Brad said cookies. No, anyway, so if we can talk about Kenobi, I'd like to talk about
Kenobi
Kenobi.
told you that they have cookies as well.
They do. They're just not
I'm just saying.
Sith cookies.
Well, did you say they have cake or cookies?
No, they have cookies. He said that they have
cookies,
cookies
okay.
too.
I think he's trying to type
and
Wookiee cookies.
Flo Koon's favorite cookie to make is a snickerdoodle.
And Yoda's. Or Master Yoda.
Was it Yoda's? I thought it was Plo Koon. No, okay, yeah. Sorry.
But Wookiee cookies have a little bit of hair in them, Brad. So I dated a Jawa once. Very hairy.
You dated a what? Gerbil?
A Jawa.
Oh, I said gerbil.
I mean, he did date a gerbil once.
You're so funny. No, so being this is a Star Wars podcast, we are going to talk about Star Wars a little bit. Chris, why don't you pull up leaks and we'll go from there?
Oh my
Ooh,
gosh.
I
you're
guarantee.
actually doing it?
Well, I mean, it could be stuff. Andor is coming out this year.
I
You
did
guys haven't watched the trailer for that yet, have you?
for Andor.
Yeah, didn't they do a trailer?
I don't think so. There was a trailer for Fallen Order.
No, I think there was
2.
a trailer for like a teaser thing for Andor, wasn't there?
I don't think so.
Fine.
It's right here.
What?
I told you.
I didn't see that yet.
Maz asked if you would watched it last week.
Can you put subtitles on?
Can everybody see this?
No.
We're just going to let them watch us for a couple seconds while we watch the Andor trailer.
Oh, this guy's called the Time Grappler, apparently. That's interesting.
Fancy.
Lucasfilm ulted.
Old.
Sorry, this isn't more riveting.
Yeah. So we have to watch this finally. Ooh, ship crashing. Okay.
Another that droid looks like a dong.
They're hiding
It's like a
all the
live
guns.
reaction.
That guy's name is literally Salmon.
Salmon Pack for Pock.
That's sick, though. The old AT ships or whatever.
This
I
makes me
bet
think.
you this sounds awesome.
I'm sure it does. Like with the bell tolling and everything, it makes me think of like some sort of Asian, whatever.
All right, they have elevators in the future.
I was
Mon
gonna say, is that-
Mothma is in it, apparently.
Is that said Mon Mothma?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, they went to Scotland.
Ooh, this looks good.
Luthen. Is that a name that means anything to you guys?
No.
Luthien is from Lord of the Rings.
There will be no rules going forward. Jeremy's excited.
That looked like Sam Whitwer.
Whitwer. Well, that was obviously on Coruscant.
People are standing up.
Marva.
These subtitles are hilarious. They were sitting down. Now they're standing up.
Wait, did that thing have wheels?
No.
Or was it?
It looked like Han Speeder and Solo.
Yeah.
That's what a reckoning sounds like.
Andor.
Well, that looks pretty good.
Nah.
Well, so do you want cake and or pizza?
Oh, boo. Boo, 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 boo.
Both.
Okay, everybody. So here's what's fun. I know I have a surprise for
wow.
you guys.
I'm going to, just real quick. Hello, Captain Jim Raynor. We'll get to your chat in a minute. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Anyways, did you guys know there was another Star Wars Lego movie coming out?
Wait, what?
It's called Lego Star Wars Summer Vacation.
Yes.
And that comes out on your birthday?
Is it gonna be on Scarif?
I don't know. I think
really
it comes out on
funny.
your birthday. And then
Because my birthday rocks. Oh, it's on a Wednesday. Yeah, my birthday's on a Wednesday this year, and I feel like that's what they've been doing. They've been releasing one on Wednesday and then one on Friday
for the first week, and then
for the
it's
first week.
Wednesdays
Yeah, and then it's
after
back
that.
to. Is it Wednesdays or Fridays? Ooh, somebody did a twisty
me.
twist. Christopher.
Just trying to trick people into knowing that it exists.
It's like preloading your tip jar with a couple bucks, so that people are more likely to like see money in there and then go ahead and fill it up. Anyway, so I'm always excited for when they do the Lego Star Wars content.
Heck yeah,
And then,
I love Lego Star Wars stuff.
Andor looked really good. I'm excited
It
for
did.
Andor. Mm-hmm. But Chris, what's on Star Wars leaks?
All right, so
And then who is Captain Jim
Raynor.
Raynor.
they've been here before.
Oh, well, welcome. Anyways, welcome back.
So he said Fallen Order SVU.
Yes.
Pretty blown away at the name drop in episode 3 of Kenobi, though, if we're talking about that.
I think we are good to go, right? I don't think anybody cares if we talk
I
about
have a feeling Brad's actually
Check this out. So this is something that I set up.
check it.
See the color change? She's got all these Tinkercad now.
Oh, back here.
Yep.
Yeah.
I actually turned down the brightness a little bit so the color is a little bit easier to see.
I like it.
So I can go 100%. I can go 10%. 25 seems to be like a happy medium.
Dang. This is red. Are we using red as our
Spoiler time.
spoilers?
Maybe I should make something that comes up that says we're talking about spoilers. I don't know.
Yeah, you should have a
yeah,
big
you
old
could have a
thing, like a
banner.
big old something that looks like our logo, but that says spoilers that like goes big and stamps on the front and then disappears.
Or no, it would stay up until we're done.
Yeah, we don't.
talking
Yeah,
about
people come
spoilers.
in, we don't actually walk into spoilers.
It's red in the background. Come on now.
Yeah, people aren't gonna know that, Carol.
Just saying. Okay.
It'd be really funny if somebody activated
So-
Sith and then the red didn't show up, and then it
No,
went
the
out.
red would show up.
Yeah.
I know,
but-
but it'd be funnier if it.
Also, I'm trying to figure out how, because it was like a default filter in here for some reason to have that.
the red pass. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
And I was
Weird.
like, so I want to try to figure out how to do one for like blue, so you could have like Jedi mode or something.
That would be cool.
One of these weeks, I'm gonna do Padme makeup for Jeremy and me, white faces. So when you do that, you won't see our faces at all.
invisible.
I mean, you'll see our faces, but they'll be gray.
Okay,
So what was I'm not remembering what was the name drop in episode 3 of Kenobi?
well, that's what I want to talk about. I'm going back as well, and I don't remember the name drop. So feel free to type it into chat,
Yes,
and then we
because
will
we'll
talk,
talk
about
about
that.
it. I definitely saw the episode, but for some reason,
But we saw 1 and 2 out in California,
Mm-hmm.
and then 3 we watched. 3 was not the most recent episode. We're already on 4. So 3 was the one where he again, we're on spoiler time now, where he gets drugged back and forth through the flames.
yep.
Yes.
To me, that was mind blowing because Vader is now at this point just out to make Obi-Wan suffer.
Yep.
And really, by toying with him like that, doesn't even see him as an equal anymore, and just feels like he can
Well,
control the situation.
There was some people that were talking, like, because I was reading some like reaction stuff or whatever, and people were like, "Oh, why is this fight so lame?" Basically, right? And it's like, why doesn't Darth Vader just go through and just like destroy Obi-Wan, right?
Right.
He wants to make him suffer.
Well, it's not at the end, yes, but initially, the very last time he encountered Obi-Wan Kenobi, he got roto-rooted, right? So it's like he has no idea over the last 10 years
Yeah.
what Obi-Wan has been up to.
Right.
So he's like, so he goes in like cautious style, right? In addition to that, like, and I assume this is canon at this point because it keeps on getting brought up by like everybody. It's like for some reason, like his suit is like purposely made to be like annoy him and make
Yep.
him like angry, right? And it's got like outdated gear. He can't lift his arms. He's really slow and clunky, whatever. So it's like, not only did the last time we fight him, he got wrecked, he's also like had to relearn how to fight. And he doesn't know if he's like going to be able to like cope with how Obi-Wan would be like engaging with him. So it's like part of this part of the speculation part is like, oh, it's like he's going in slow and cautious because like he doesn't want to get trucked again.
Right.
Can you imagine? Don't do it, Vader. You underestimate my power. Gets hacked again.
So then at the like, he engages with him, realizes Obi-Wan has nothing left in the tank.
Yep.
So then he decides. So classic Skywalker move has to be a drama queen.
I said that when we watched it.
Yeah.
So he's like,
Turns
light
off.
up the,
Yep.
yep,
Turns
light
everything
up the
off.
sand, drag him in there, be like, now you will suffer, Obi-Wan.
Well, and then the drama queen, like he turned everything
Thank you for
off.
the sub, Mike, by the way.
Oh my goodness. Hey, yay!
Hey, nice.
I love it.
No, so like there was that point in right before the flame part, wasn't everything off, and then all of a sudden like you see his suit, like his little box, like light up and everything.
I didn't
didn't
notice
notice
that,
that,
but
yeah.
that doesn't mean
Really?
that doesn't mean it didn't happen. It's just
I'm 99% sure it did, and I was like, I've heard people talk about this before because it happened another time. I can't remember when it was, but I think maybe it was Rogue One, maybe.
like when he's going into like beast mode, everything turns on.
Yeah.
That would make sense. Like he's like kicking on all the extra stuff so he can be a
but people
badass.
said, "Oh, did Sergeant Blackout?"
sick.
Oh, Ryan.
That's pretty dope.
Nice.
Actually, I
Oh,
love
I did
it.
not reckon that the autofocus is going to be a problem. So yeah,
Anyway.
if you cheer 100 bits, it activates a blackout,
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
and it's
How's it
all
go back on?
automagical now.
That's nice. How's it go back on?
100%. It just went. That's so cool. If somebody has to tip to have it come back on.
That's
Well,
funny.
so I don't have that set up, but
Oh.
do you know the spell for making a light in Harry Potter?
Oh, Wingardium Leviosa?
No, that's
flying.
the flying. That's it's a Patronus. No, Patronus is the other one. It's
Ryan did just do
I don't
another 100
remember.
bits. Oh, he looks so cool. That's the perfect amount of light.
yeah, it is.
Hello, everybody.
But no, okay. So the Vader thing,
Anyway, so if you type in Bang Lumos,
Lumos. Yes,
it brings the lights back on.
That's cool.
that's cool. Okay. But no, so Vader, when he turns off that power, that his little pack on his chest, I've read that literally cuts off his life support. And so he's basically dying more or less just to add theatrics to his entrances.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
He is such a drama queen.
Skywalkers are. It's just who they be.
Luke was trying to outdo his dad, so he blows up the whole Death Star just to be cooler.
Twice.
So one thing I was going to talk about, which I thought was really cool. So we're going to jump into the next episode. So episode 4, I really loved. Like, I don't need these shows to be perfect. That's really cool.
That's awesome.
I don't need these shows to be perfect. I just need them to be Star Warsy.
I mean, Kenobi has Ewan McGregor in it, so I don't know what more you could ask for.
So the internet was really mad at the scene where he smuggles out Leia underneath his trench coat. Again, I'm fine with it because just today we were at Star Wars Celebration a week ago, right? Or whatever, or 2 weeks ago, or whatever it was. Somebody said that they met Sunto, the guy who played Chewie.
Jonas
Sunto, okay? He was walking around the floor and he was in incognito mode. Somebody who's 7 feet can't be incognito.
Yeah, I was like, how can you be incognito when you're standing a head above everybody else?
Only one person noticed him. And she asked if she could take a picture. And he's like, absolutely, but I'm trying to keep it low key. So just, so they like did the low key picture. And she just said he was like the nicest guy. And she sat and talked to him. But no one noticed him. If somebody can go through Star Wars Celebration and be 7 feet tall and not get spotted by 30,000 people, he can absolutely get out of there. And then it only cements the fact that the plan of Reva, whatever, all along was to track him anyways. So it's totally fine.
My thing is, like, when you're at work, do you go out of your way to notice anything?
No.
So it's like, if they're like, this is weird, whatever. It's like, I'm just going to keep your head down and you're going to get like, you don't want to be the person that brings up some extra stupid complication, right?
Yep.
Because then it becomes your problem.
Yep.
Right? So it's like, people might have been like, oh, that's weird. But like, they just want to get their job done and go home.
Yep.
Like, they're not clones. They're not robots. They are just people that made bad choices.
I got
or were
a
kidnapped.
good laugh out of it, which is appropriate for Star Wars, and then I didn't think about it anymore.
So, have you heard the theory that each of the episodes of Kenobi up to this point have been mirroring the episode numbers release of the film?
It lines up really well with 4. I think it also lines up with 3 because of the flame and the Revenge of the Sith.
Yep.
What about 2? Is there any droids in 2?
Well, I'm trying to think, like, what happened in episode 2? I'm going to just
that was already 2 weeks ago.
They tried to assassinate Padme the whole episode, and then Obi-Wan tracks the bounty hunter to Camino.
We're talking.
What's episode 2?
Not the movie episode 2, the Kenobi episode 2.
Got it. I just mansplained.
Yeah, Jeremy's
Attack of the Clones.
Let me tell you what happens in Attack of the Clones. How could you guys forget? Like, lame.
Well, you forgot what happened in Jurassic Park or whatever that was.
Jurassic Park?
What movie did you forget?
I don't know.
There's a movie that you forgot, and I was like, how'd you forget? A New Hope? Empire Strikes Back. You forgot If I'm Your Father was an Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Hello, whoever was here for the first time.
Cam's here.
Cam, take a look at your emote.
Is it in here?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Eventually, it's going to say roasted. It doesn't yet, right?
Yeah, it doesn't say it yet.
Kara joined us for the stream.
Yeah, thanks for joining
Kara.
Okay, I have to use my new emote. Come on. Cam, I hope you like it. I hope you like that.
It's not as easy for me to see, like, rereading the thing. Like, that's where, like, they're on that planet and he has to break Leia out of that whatever. And then, like, she runs away and he chases her down and stuff. Like, I don't see the connection to episode 2.
No, not really.
Yeah.
But 3 and 4, I definitely see it.
Yeah.
4 is almost exactly like the first half of Star Wars.
Ryan activated to play the IMDb game with Bryan Cranston.
Okay.
I'm supposed to be talking about Star Wars for the first half, Ryan. Thank you for the Stream Deck, for borrowing.
You mean forever?
Temporarily. Temporarily forever.
I'm gonna pause the IMDb game until we're ready for it.
Oh, all right. Because it's Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh, he just
can
said
do
we
it.
can do it after.
All right. Anyway, so the other thing people had, so far like the most recent episode in general, I mean, I'm loving Leia's character. Absolutely loving it. And then Kara and I were looking at each other, we're like, lightsabers. And he used his lightsaber like well in this one. He actually took down a couple stormtroopers.
Yeah.
He did his famous pose.
Yep. I'm just digging it. I loved the tomb or whatever. All the old Jedis underneath was really cool to see. But
What made me sad in there was the little boy at the very end. I'm fairly certain was the little boy when Anakin goes into where all the younglings are, and the boy looks up at Anakin. He's like, Master Anakin or whatever, Master Skywalker.
Yeah, well,
and then
the reason
hacks
he's
him
dead
down.
is he's not a master.
But I'm pretty sure that's the same little boy, right?
I don't know.
I think fairly certain.
There's some
Why
other
did Darth Vader get denied for his credit card?
because it was a
didn't have his
MasterCard.
MasterCard. Yeah.
It was a MasterCard. And then people are mad, of course, about the window breaking. And why do you put windows in an underwater? Windows are cool. The Skywalker
Have you not been to an aquarium that has a walk-through tunnel?
I don't care that they're windows. I care that they're the weakest. If your base level trooper can with one bullet ruin your underwater window,
Well, here's the thing.
Get better underwater windows.
What would stun do? What would stun have done? Were they only ever supposed to use stun? What would stun do the window?
I haven't seen stun since episode 4.
I know.
I've never used that setting since.
They just want to kill everybody now. They're like, forget it. We found out stun doesn't work. Let's just
The
kill them
one
all.
time we used stun, she escaped. Kill only.
The thing that you had us watch last week with Stormtroopers were actually accurate. You haven't seen it yet. In that scene,
Wait, what?
so if Stormtroopers were actually accurate is a short
okay.
that you haven't seen,
No.
but we talked about it last week. In that scene, the Stormtrooper pulls the trigger. He's like, set for stun. And he pulls the trigger. Leia gets shot with a projectile. And he goes, I thought you said set to gun. And then seriously, so it's like they shoot her with a bullet. And then she's dead, laying there all blooded out. And then I think they said, we'll just tell Vader we found her that way or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
But that was pretty funny. But no, so like, I like seeing him. They could have drawn, I was afraid they were going to draw out his force abilities and make him super weak and like draw that out. And it seems like it's accelerating and that's coming back to him.
I wanted to see Force Ghost Qui-Gon for 3 episodes now.
He could still come back. Didn't he say, help me, Qui-Gon or something?
I mean,
Well,
all along.
in episode 1, he was like meditating and trying to reach out
Yeah.
to Qui-Gon.
Yeah. Like, he's been doing that
I
the
could
whole
totally
entire-
see them doing a Liam Neeson cameo.
That'd be cool.
'Cause he's still
That'd be really
around.
cool. Well, he's going to connect him. He's got to, right? He's got to.
Well, yeah, because otherwise he's not going to learn how to be Force Ghost Obi-Wan later on.
That's true.
So they do talk about that in Clone Wars, believe it or not. Before they go to the play, there's a secret arc. It's technically was season 7, but they tacked it on Disney Plus at the end of season 6 of Clone Wars. It is in there. It's 4 episodes, and Qui-Gon reaches out to Yoda. Yoda goes on a 3-episode arc. He goes and finds Qui-Gon. He prays, learns how to become a Force ghost. And before they split, Yoda tells Obi-Wan, hey, your former master figured this out. Whisper, whisper, whisper. And it's implied that he's taught how to be a Force ghost.
Yeah.
It's on screen. It's there. But it's just a small story arc that was never advertised on anything. And that
I remember it. I just figured that he had to actually do some work before he could do it.
Oh.
It's not like you have to say, Jiminy Cricket says you're getting shot to become a Force Ghost.
I believe.
Yeah.
But so yeah, and then I like the speeders, like seeing the speeders. It's so funny. Garbage will do. They're just garbage haulers. Garbage will do. Nobody said garbage will do, but
Poor Wade.
I just love that line.
Poor Wade.
People are saying that he should get his own Star Wars story. Wade.
What?
Wade? No.
I'm not
I'm sorry,
kidding.
no.
People are like, yeah, I want a 6-episode storyline of Wade. Star Wars Wade.
Like,
What is wrong?
why?
Who knows?
He's
People,
just.
I thought his death was completely unnecessary.
Star
They
Wars
could've swooped in,
Resistance
gotten
Kid.
him out that he did not need to die.
No.
But I also don't care that he died.
No.
And it's sad, but
They could have made his death a little cooler. Like I don't know if we were saying maybe she could have reflected one of the blaster bolts into him or force kill, just be crunched his ship.
Exactly. That would have been epic.
But no, she just is like, come back here, boop.
Yep. I'm going to throw a grenade at you from really far away.
She was just really good at GoldenEye and playing proximity
Yep.
mines and just chucking them everywhere
gosh.
for him to do it. But no, I am very excited. Wednesday will be here before we know it, and we've only got 2 episodes left. That makes me really sad. I know a bunch of people are asking for a second season, and if they do one, Ewan McGregor are great, but I don't need it.
I'm going to need it if I don't have a satisfactory conclusion to this season.
I do feel bad because guess who is extremely disappointed in Kenobi?
Who?
George Lucas.
My brother, Frankie. From
who
the Latin Operation
cares?
Forces. Frankie's been posted and it's making him angry.
Why?
Well, he just says that he just thinks that it should add something pivotal, and it's really just...
Well,
it's kind of like the Marvel TV shows. You don't have to watch them to be able to see the movie. Like, you don't have to watch Kenobi to care about these characters outside of Kenobi.
I mean,
that's the problem with doing prequel stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, like The Mandalorian.
Well, Kara was saying
That's
that
a
she's like,
sequel.
It doesn't add to. It doesn't like. You don't need to watch it
well, he could die
because Mando's.
IG-11 died.
No, but like
It disturbs Chris to this
Mando's
day.
not in 4, 5, 6 or.
Because it's a sequel. It's after 4, 5.
Well, it's not in 7, 8, 9.
because
it's
that's
not
30 years
like-
later.
But still, it doesn't add anything.
Mando doesn't have plot armor.
Yeah.
Kenobi and Leia do.
Yeah,
you
like,
even
you
said
know
during the
that they
episode, you
are
were like,
not going to die or be
Mm-hmm.
imprisoned.
Mando could literally get cut in half, and then
And then,
Well,
the second half of season 3 is going to be the Book of Boba Fett.
yeah, right,
Who also doesn't have plot armor anymore, by the way.
right.
So
It's true.
That's true. Again, they brought him back alive, and then they could kill him again.
yeah, so then 30 years from now they can make the Book of Boba Fett 2.
right.
And I've
Sandy
he's back.
Boogaloo.
been looking on the Star Wars Celebration page, and Tamora Morrison took a picture with Jonas Sunta.
Jonas.
Jonas Sunta, and dude, one of them is very tall, and one of them is very short. It's unbelievable picture.
Little short to
Very
be a
short.
stormtrooper.
Tamora Morrison's not tiny, is he?
He must be tinier than we guess. But he was just at one of the tables. Like, he didn't have a very long line at Celebration for people to see him, did they?
No, I don't think so.
How old do you think he is?
56.
52.
That was my first
He's
guess.
61.
What? He looks good for 60.
He's 5'7.5", so I'm 2 inches taller than him.
Yeah,
See?
he's short.
So imagine 7 feet. Literally,
He's short.
he looked
He's shorter than Tom Cruise.
he looked
Tiny.
half the size of Jonas.
My
Half.
name is Jonas.
So it was substantial. So that was kind of a cool picture too.
Daniel Logan
Cam
is.
says proximity mines are the best 007 kills.
Oh yeah, they were. That was such a fun game mode. But any other thoughts, inputs on Star Wars, Kara?
I don't know what you always say crap like that, and then I'm put on the spot, and I'm like, deer in the headlights. I don't know. Why do you?
Because I'm trying to be inclusive.
I
You
will
have
add-
a lot to offer.
No, I don't.
I
Like your
agree.
review. Is,
I add little bits here and there.
all right. But yeah, so
I don't want to make this is not to inflate your ego, Jeremy, but you're the steak and Kara's the sizzle.
It's
I
true.
think that's a nice thing to say.
Yeah.
But
And I'm brownie.
your dessert.
That's true.
Your dessert.
Yeah,
Everyone wants me first.
you steer this train, and we just add.
You're so funny.
I'm just saying.
Anyways, yeah, so that was our week in Star Wars. My feed doesn't have any insane what's come across my radar this last week. Like I said, it was just the release order for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
So we have the summer vacation. We have Andor coming out. We have Mando has been announced for next March
Nothing is the spring. Yeah.
of 2023. So still got to wait a little bit for Mando, which I'm fine with. And then Ahsoka's coming out.
Ahsoka's
Bad
next
Batch in
year.
September of
Yep.
this year.
Ahsoka's next year. Bad Batch is this year.
Yep. So that'll be really good. I really liked Bad Batch.
I did too. I'm excited.
It was fun.
So you had me pull up Star Wars leaks.
Oh yeah.
So read us a couple.
Mike is calling. You guys should track down your headphones real quick.
I know I took them out. Oh, then I may have yeeted them right behind. Oh, yours is right there. Oh, there's mine.
Hello, Mike. Give me 1 second. Where's my thing plugged in?
Oh, we should just wear these all the time.
Why?
Because you sound cooler on these.
I gotta track down some headphones. Can you guys hear Mike?
Hot dang.
Negative?
Say something, Mike.
I can hear you.
Is this thing connected? Yeah, it's
I don't know.
paired.
Is it paired to my phone?
Probably.
No, it's paired to mine.
Okay. Karen, no.
Oh, what?
Um,
You're loud.
Sorry, we have somebody calling.
Hey, Mike, can you say something now? Well, what the crap?
Anyways, we have somebody calling in. We're trying to make this work.
I have no idea why this isn't working. Way to bring the show to a grinding halt, me.
It's Jeremy. Well, no, I put you on timeout, but that's okay. I was gonna say, Jeremy, say things. Talk about stuff. What are you doing?
All right, Mike, you want to try again?
Why are you calling me?
I want to see if,
Huh. I really don't know what the deal is. Everyone, All right, well,
Okay,
you guys talk
yeah.
about a thing for a second. I
Yeah.
gotta figure this out.
Why did you connect? Why'd you call me?
can I not call you?
You're sitting next to me.
I like these headphones. Anyways, all right, everybody. Chris, you just give us a shot with the Star Wars leak. We'll talk about that. I can carry the torch.
So there's a wild rumor that Darth Vader is going to appear in the Ahsoka series.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I have heard that as well. Yep.
I kind of hope it happens. I mean, he was her master. Or her, yeah.
Well, it'd be as a flashback because Ahsoka's supposed to take place after the end of Rebels. Vader is gone, and Mando, Vader's gone. Mm-hmm. So unless it took place pre-Mando, then Vader could make an appearance. I'm just assuming it was where we saw her last with like Grogu and on the planet.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So if it was Vader was around, it'd be as a flashback,
That's true.
which I'm fine with.
Yeah,
Give us an
no, I'm
old
okay with
arc.
it.
Maybe that's why they lengthened her Leiku, because she's not gonna be young or old anymore. She'll be young. And that
Okay,
was what
so
they- I know it doesn't track, but that's what their excuse was.
I mean, it's like, so old people shrink. Do Leku shrink when you get old?
Well, not before. I do have a really funny story, though.
Okay.
This is not Star Wars related. I just apologize. So, if you guys know, what are you doing? Don't tangent time us. So, if you guys know, I have extremely rogue eyebrows.
Mm-hmm. I know you do.
And Kara has to trim them every 2 weeks with a shaver. Otherwise, they're just...
They look like old man Gandalf eyebrows.
They're just crazy.
Yep.
So somebody at work today was describing, they're like, man, I'm getting so old. And this person just turned like 31. And they're like, I know, you're getting old when I looked in the mirror and my eyebrows were like just super crazy. And just that's something that only happens to old people. And I'm like thinking to myself, dude, do you know that I just get the craziest eyebrows and you're just like unknowingly just making me look and feel like an old man because...
Baby, it's okay.
But I don't really have gone gray. A lot of people that are in their 30s go gray.
It's true.
So I just lose my hair instead of graying it.
Would you rather have gray hair or lose all your hair?
I would love to have hair and just be just a silvery hair.
Silver fox.
Yep. I would love it. But Jason Statham's fine too. I'll just go bald.
Yep. How's it going, Chris?
Not well.
Oh no.
Trying to figure out.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna try calling you, Jeremy.
I have Grinch eyebrows.
He does. So, speaking of Grinch.
Oh, that worked.
Oh, that worked.
All right. Well, okay.
Yep.
What the heck?
Weird.
I'm gonna try calling Mike back.
Okay.
All right.
Our dog gets really long, crazy toes, and
It's going to work.
we
Yeah.
we call him Grinch toes.
You just have to call him. That's all we have to do.
Hello?
Oh wait, heard
Wait,
something.
I heard something.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on,
there
Mike?
he
Hey,
is.
finally. Sorry, that was a horrible cluster.
Hey. All worked out. It's fine. Not even a big deal or anything. It's
What's
just like,
going on? Who did that?
Mike did that.
Oh,
oh man.
So, Mike, do you want to? I'll just have you kick off the story, I suppose.
Do you know how magic works?
No, because
That's
if
the
I
question.
did, it wouldn't be magic.
And that's basically the answer to the question of how do your lights work.
Touche.
It's an interesting project. Chris was like, "Hey, we want to get these lights to work. We've got an idea, and how do we interface them?" And long story short, we used a little bit of Python to glue all of the tiny bits of electricity together, and it's just such a powerful effect. Chris did a lot of the work on the other end, programming like the response to the Twitch stuff, which is really exciting and cool. And I'm really proud of what you guys are up to, and I'm really happy to have been able to like contribute a little. I don't know what 20 lines of Python for you, but hey, it works and it helps and it's awesome.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So the expanded version of that was, I was like, I'm all about automation, right?
Yep.
Oh, see, so Mike has controls that we don't even have over
That's
our lights.
so cool.
So he can turn off like half of them or whatever.
I was gonna say instead of a blackout, it's a half.
a brownout. So I like we did this blackout thing, right? And then Dave and I came up with the most hack job thing ever. So you just plug them in, unplug them, right?
Yep.
So it's like, it'd be nice if somebody redeemed one, if we could just have it automatically happen, right?
Right.
So then Ryan's like, well, I've got these smart plugs. So I borrowed these smart plugs from Ryan. And I'm like messing around with them. It's like, okay, so I know how to get the plugs onto the network. And I can interface with them with an app, right? So there's got to be a way you can control them over the internet, right?
Right.
And then with StreamerBot, I was like, I know that I can control anything that will take a signal from this, right? So, and then obviously any trigger in the universe off of Twitch would do it, right? So then, I was talking to Mike, I was like, how are we going to do this? And we were thinking like maybe we do an RSS feed, maybe do whatever. And then basically the solution was that he made a batch file? He did something.
Essentially, yeah, I made a batch. I mean, it's as simple as I made a Python file, that connects to the server and tells it what the MAC address to your plugs are and tells it what status we want the plug to be in. So it connects to the server, identifies you as like the person who can do it. So not anyone can do it, but I have the credentials presently. And then we tell the ways in this case, or whys in this case, but anybody that would want. So what status we want the light, the switch to be in, and then it takes care of it for us. And then the way that Chris executes it is with a batch file, which is the batch file tells Python to run script, and then he uses, what is it called, Robot Pro or something?
StreamerBot.
Execute the batch file.
Yeah, so that StreamerBot, whenever it sees somebody do the redeem, tells it's prompted to run that file that runs the thing that turns the lights off and on.
Jeez.
So basically, batch file, aka simplified for just icon. You're telling StreamerBot, hey, if you see this, then run batch file or run light icon.
Exactly.
Cool. And then it doesn't get tripped up over the state that it's in because the batch file can detect the state, I'm assuming, like whether it's on.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, essentially, yeah.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
I would have no idea how to set that up. That's really neat.
So there was technically no way to set this up that existed until Mike made it. So
that's so cool.
So that's what we were doing.
So we need more power.
Yeah.
So we need your support. We come to you in this day of need and ask for you, call upon you for support to purchase additional plugs and lights so we can make your set like a nightmare / terrifying dream hellscape once someone pushes the right button on your Twitch.
That's cool.
So Mike wanted to do the big show off of this and talk to you so we could convince you that it's worthwhile giving us money to buy more plugs and lights.
Ryan, how much are these? The plugs aren't really that bad, are they?
$20 for 2 plugs.
Okay. How many more do you need?
I don't know, some. But then we wouldn't even need like lights like this, but like a Hue bulb or something like that where you get or Wise makes a smart bulb that you wouldn't even need like the plug to interact with. But then because we have now built this highway, we can make as many detours off it as we want now, essentially. So if we wanted something where there's like a rainbow sweepy effect or whatever, we could do all sorts of anything you want.
That's cool.
That is very cool.
Now that they can talk to each other.
10 bulbs, you could say fire up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like in order, right?
Yep.
It would
And
be
then-
like one of those Christmas light shows that people have at their houses.
Well, that's Mike
Exactly.
brought that up last night.
Precisely.
So like if we wanted if the entire set was these bulbs, it could be like a big like basic LED
So
board.
now what I
That's
want to
cool.
do is, oh my goodness.
Yeah, the possibilities
Oh my
suddenly is like,
goodness.
well, so Mike's talking is like we could do a smoke machine off of a plug, and someone could just be like bang smoke, bunch of fog comes in.
As long as it's right in Jeremy's face, so it's just like
It's just sitting there pointing straight up at him.
Well, you guys have to think about how can we make this Star Warsy, right? So it'd be really funny to have like a thermal detonator that was plugged in, right? And if somebody activates it, it'd be like beep, 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 beep. Be like, someone, you gotta deactivate the thermal detonator. You know, you could do fun Star
They
Wars.
can
Well, I was
redeem that and
like,
whatnot.
I know you love that siren that's like
the
so,
klaxon.
yeah, so you could turn that on and have like all the reds like or all the lights flashing
Flash
red.
red. That would be cool. Oh, because the hue would let you do if it's a multicolor hue.
Yep.
It'd be the same thing. That's
Yeah, so
really
literally
neat.
we would do the command to blackout, turn on all the hue lights, turn on
With
red,
smoke,
and then
Darth Vader mode.
oh
Just
man, see how cool this could be. So all we need, Jeremy, is for your wallet to crack open.
The thing with a smoke machine too is you can know that you're going to do smoke, right? 'Cause someone triggers smoke and then you don't immediately have a response. You have the smoke machine fill like a small like Tupperware or like a Rubbermaid container, and then after like a 2-minute delay, you turn on the fan and it just fills the set with the smoke that's all built up.
Oh,
You
genius.
get really intense with it.
Genius.
It's
So
not like one of those little lame effects like you're at a dance and it's like, yeah, the machine's on. Boo.
that's super cool. Because let's say the smoke puts out 1 cubic foot every 10 seconds of smoke, but if you pump that into a box where it can't go anywhere and smoke the box up, then open the box and just let it out after 2 minutes, right?
Yep.
Fan it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Hot
Yeah.
box and the
Just
smoke.
blast it out with a little fan, and yeah, you can control
We
where
control
where
the fan
where
with this
you know,
too.
what we need to do
Yeah,
is just get like
exactly,
little
yeah.
totes that would fit underneath the couch.
I'm serious when I say that I want to Star Warsify the set. So
Oh, heck yeah.
We could make that half-size chopper and fill him with the smoke stuff, and then like somebody activates it and he'd be he would
Guys,
malfunction.
no, we would need an R5.
No,
No,
leave
absolutely.
R5 out of this.
Yeah,
already
he's
blows
got
the
a bad
motivator. Come on.
Well,
now.
we don't need to. You type in "bang bad motivator," he just blows up. I wanted
you
to.
have to drive in front of the camera a little bit too, like
Right.
to block someone's face.
I
You'd
wanted.
have a hue light inside of him where it just kind of, if
totally.
they do bad motivator, just kind of flickers really quick, makes it look like it's blowing up.
And then the other thing too is imagine like
Ooh.
Halo has fusion cores, right?
Yeah.
And when you bump them, they like light up more intense red. Something like that, but Star Wars equivalent, where it was like, yeah, it's the limit's endless, where you could like, make it look like it's about to go off, just kind of like the detonator, or we could print Han and carbonite.
Carbonite.
I don't know why it sounds
Han and carbonite.
Han and carbonite.
Jeremy got hit in the head with a rock on the way to the podcast.
And then it could look like he was, thawing,
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yep.
There's a lot you can do.
So
That's really cool. Mike, you sounded like you got excited there. Did you have another thought that hit you?
I
I mean, I'm
it's
just
it's
generally
all the
excited about the
barrel roll.
concept. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The barrel roll started going off. And I got excited. That's right.
Yeah, there's oh my gosh, how fun would it be to have like it'd have to be like a little track because wheels just get slightly array, but we could have like a little track in front of the camera. And somebody could type in "bang old Nantucket" and a mouse drive drives by.
But we need the sound effect. We need the sound effect that go doo 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 doo. Yeah.
And then just have it scoot by.
Yep. That'd be
be
cute.
sweet.
That'd be awesome. That'd be
Cool,
amazing
and just
balls.
have it go back and forth. There's
There's a lot. Yeah.
This
All
is
right.
just going to become the chat channel where it's like people can just come and type in commands to trigger things remote.
It's true.
I'm fine with that.
It needs to happen. It must happen.
So like
Just
in
staple the
addition,
bits to it though. Otherwise, it's like
Right. Right.
Yes, exactly. Recoup the cost of the plugs.
so the coolest thing, or not the coolest thing, but another cool thing about the whole thing that Mike and I did is that I borrowed Ryan's Stream Deck.
Yeah.
Whoops. Yep, there we go. So I can just turn the lights off and on from the Stream Deck now.
That's nice too. Look at all these options. Then Mike turned them back on there.
No, I just turned it back
Oh,
on.
got it. I didn't
So-
see your hand move.
But yeah, so it's just
He's
it's
magic.
like literally like it's like, oh, podcast is done. Okay, turn that off, turn that off, turn that off, All right, see you guys.
Bye.
That's literally that's my whole job now.
That's so cool. This is so neat.
This is a little bit exciting. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Okay, so I see, Cam, your comment on fiber optics. I talked about drilling little holes in the thing and like having it twinkle like stars. But I know when we move to our final spot, we've talked about doing like the standard Star Wars ship kind of background.
Yeah, it's like the gray panels with the
with
lights.
the like long ovals
Like,
cut out into them. Yeah.
That would be really play well with the klaxon and the interaction.
It totally would. I think what would be cool if we did that is to take like the LED strips and then between each of the rows of the things do a blue. So it's blue around the outside, but then fades to that gray in the middle.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
And what we could do is put like little clear shelves in them too. And we could put like our little, all like the little Kenner toys that Brad gave us and stuff like that.
Excellent.
That's pretty cool. If you type in "bang Sid," one of the toys blows up.
You know what would be friggin'?
I'm kidding.
Do you know what'd be really funny?
Too
Do you
valuable.
know what'd be really funny? If we did a mini door, like, you know, a ship door that kind of goes open. And if somebody does like bang Vader mode, the doors open. All the lights turn red, and then the Vader Kenner toy just comes out.
And what does it do? The lightsaber bonks me?
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
It'd be like a cuckoo clock, and it'd be like, dong, right on Jeremy's head.
So violent. So violent. Ryan seems like he's having a good time.
Yep.
I love
I
it.
mean, sure.
Can have a little mouse on a wire with a motor and a pulley.
Yeah, the mouse droid.
Mouse droid.
Yeah.
Cheese. CH33S. 5. CH35, right? Is that right?
Well, that's just a specific one off my shirt from the other day. Well, yeah, you can see how much we'll take this and now add to more stuff. So hopefully you're used to writing batch files, Mike, because we're gonna need your help.
Hey, teach me. I'm trying to learn programming, so
Yeah, Kara is.
I'm working on it.
I want to do another shout out for Mike. Mike's been making poop bag holders.
Dog poop bag holders.
Yeah, the dog is very important in that. Jeremy,
I mean,
these are colostomy
optional,
bags.
honestly. Could be any. You could probably carry any kind of poop in them, honestly.
I take Jeremy on walks, and I have to clean up after him.
But no, Mike, they've been turning out all the renditions
super
of
cool.
those that you've been making have turned out really cool.
What do you have so far? A dog, Yoda, baby Yoda.
Pikachu.
Oh, you did a Pikachu?
And it goes between the
That's
tail,
cool.
right?
A little Pikachu. Yeah, exactly. The Pikachu is a little too tight. I maybe need to make them a little bit bigger, but
Okay.
it's a fun kind of like, I've been volunteering at the shelter, and I realized I don't like carrying bags of food too much. I'm not into that. I like walking the dogs, but don't like carrying it. So
Yeah.
I was talking to Lauren, and she kind of got me inspired, and I went on Thingiverse and looked around, and there wasn't anything great, and so just started goofing around, and now I made like 40 of the dog ones. So it's like 2 little eye holes that just are for fashion, and then 1 mouth or nose hole that you put the carabiner through,
That's
and then
cool.
2 little portions on the ear that you can hold 2 poop bags on. You can clip it right to the dog's collar or the leash, and then you don't have to carry the poop.
Carry your own
Yeah, you
poop.
carry it there. You can bring it back.
That's
Exactly.
awesome.
You don't have any problem carrying it inside you. Yeah, so it's nice because it's just sucks. You know, you're out there, and I kind of have a sensitive stomach. Sometimes I don't like carrying it too long.
Boy,
Do you
I'll tell you
know-
what.
You know, what else? You could make a batarang one.
You could.
Oh.
A
was it?
batarang. Like Batman?
Oh
Batman?
yeah,
That's,
that would
yeah,
be
good
pretty sweet.
idea. Yep.
that's
I
the
like
right
that.
shape.
Ring.
Oh, Chris, no.
That's hilarious.
All right, I want to catch up on Chad just a little bit. real
All
quick.
right.
So, Ryan, whilst we were talking about Wise and all this stuff, he's like, we're not affiliated with Wise. We're not affiliated with Wise.
Nope.
But
We have no affiliations.
and then he said we could remotely spin the wheel. Like, that would not be necessarily very difficult. But
No,
at
it's
that
easy,
point,
easy.
at that point, why not just do a virtual wheel?
But
That's true.
you can rig.
You know, because it's more cool if it's a
I mean,
physical
yes, I agree. The rule
wheel.
of cool does apply.
Yeah.
You can rig the.
Easy. I guess separate motor here. We can make that happen.
Already assumes that this thing is rigged.
It is rigged. Spin it once. Just to see. Spin it once.
Yeah, okay.
Is it going to spin? I can't see it yet because I'm a little bit behind. But oh, here we go. Oh boy. Okay, my response is gonna be very delayed, but I'm watching the spin right now. So.
Oh, it was a do-over.
I'm like the weather guy who doesn't know what color it's gonna happen. Okay, I don't know, guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess it's gonna be yellow.
It's
yellow.
Yellow. Yep. So Ryan actually, since he did, so now we're up to $15 in the pizza fund. Guys, we're gonna have a big old pizza party down here.
I'm excited.
That's BS. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, pizza fund?
Pizza fund.
So there's a $15 in the pot right now for a pizza party.
Okay.
Why don't we transition that to Wise Fund? We'll buy. I'll get you 2 plugs. Go ahead, Mike.
Can I talk to you guys about pizza for a second? Is this okay? Is this
Of
appropriate
course we
time
can
to
talk
talk
about
about this?
pizza.
I'll always
Yes.
talk about pizza.
I want to tell you about Domino's. This is not affiliated. I'm not associated with them. I used to work for them, but this is not about Domino's so much as it's a sort of a loophole I found in the system.
All
Okay.
right.
So if you order from Domino's presently online, you can get a large pizza for whatever, $7.99 or whatever. It's like $8, right?
Okay.
And then if you click online, you can order they'll put it in your trunk for you. And that's cool because, like, you don't have to go inside. They'll bring it out and put it in your trunk. But on top of them putting it in your trunk, when you get there, if you click the thing, they have 2 minutes to bring it out. And if they don't, then you get a free pizza. And, like, it doesn't seem like it makes any sense. Like, why would I even do this? And the answer is because out of the last 5 orders, I've done 3 of them. They have not brought it out in time. And so I've gotten free pizza credit. And I've been rolling these credits forward. It's amazing. And I just wanted to let you guys know about that or alert you to.
The Domino's
And ask you, like, how do you guys feel about that? Do you guys have any moral objections? Or what do you guys think about that?
Well, no. If it's their policy, you're not exploiting it.
Right.
Anyway.
Teenage
Well, that's
Mutant
just
Ninja
it.
Turtles in the 1990 or whatever movie, it was like, wise men say forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza.
Well, the other thing is, it's just interesting is you can perpetually almost get free pizza. So you redeem one and then you go
just
pick
loop
it up.
through. Well, that's like back in the day, like when you buy a soda and there'd be like the cap would be like, "Oh, you want a free
Yep.
soda?" I literally there's that what was it Marketplace Meats?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was like 4 blocks away from my house. And I
Dr.
literally-
Pepper and 7-Up, you could see them.
Yeah, like I would go in and it's like I would drink. It's like, oh, free soda. Like I literally was just like chaining them together. It's like I didn't pay for a soda forever.
Dang. I remember I used to.
So you were going to Marketplace. I was going to Marketplace. I lived down the street a little bit farther than you. We did not know each other at the time, but we were both doing the same scam through Marketplace.
The same scale.
And then you
That's
got
hilarious.
somebody who's like going in there just to hope to get a free one, and they're like, "Man, 7-Up's rigged. Did never free ones."
So you guys are the reason that Marketplace Meats closed.
You're
Yeah,
so
exactly. No,
I think maybe,
drove
yeah.
into a drunk.
Yes.
Well, now they switched it then, because I remember one summer it switched. I was hoping to get a free drink, and I saw free drink on one, but then I realized it said with purchase of another drink, buy one get one. I was like, what?
Yep.
I was so mad. I was like, you've got to
Wow.
be kidding.
Well, now
Like,
we're getting into that whole thing where the Pepsi had the thing. It was like if you buy enough Pepsi points, you can redeem it for a fighter airplane. And he actually got enough points, and then Pepsi's like, no, we didn't mean it, and they had to pay. I think.
Yeah, we'll be taking him to court.
Yeah, I think they had to almost give him the cash equivalent or a reasonable.
Like $30 million or whatever
Yep.
an F-16 costs.
Yep.
How much is an F-16?
Well, I think it was a Harrier is what they were trying to give him, which
Oh,
was the
okay.
plane that can take
Yeah, the
off.
vertical takeoff. Yeah.
Yep.
How much does a Harrier jet cost?
a lot.
$25 million.
Did
I
I
don't
look
know.
it up?
Jeez, can you imagine?
Yeah, he killed it because it was like if you got 1 million Pepsi points. Well, so he just went around collecting old.
Between $23 and $30 million.
That is insane.
Wow.
You know what's crazy? That's only like 23 to 30 Bugattis.
Right.
So like a small Bugatti dealership could just trade all that in for a Harrier jet.
So funny. What did Cam say? Let's read Cam's comment there.
He has a spare PLC if you need it for all this automation. With one 120-volt signal, you could make up to 30 or so events happen. You could even set it up so that you get
beautiful.
different signals. If you get different signals, different things happen different ways.
Oh, that's
that
cool.
sounds...
Now you're incorporating like the way that car sensors work, right? So TPS sensor, throttle position sensor, starts at 5 volts, or starts at like 1.5, and as you press the gas,
Yeah, no problem.
yep,
And we can plug a Arduino at whatever supplemental we've got. We've got Arduino options too.
that's so cool. No, Arduinos aren't like Pis right now, are they? Or can you get Arduinos?
Nope, you can't get anything honestly.
Oh, my
The micro, like those small, you can get. I mean, like So, for example, Adafruit's got feathers. They're feather boards for the CircuitPython, which are like adjacent and can do most of the same things that Arduino can do, but they're just like differently powered, and they don't run the Arduino IDE. They run CircuitPython, so it's different in the development environment, but ostensibly the same. But the point being is that like the chip shortage is just hurting everybody,
Got it.
It makes everything suck. Like I wanted to upgrade. I recently upgraded from Mark III to Mark IV on the 5D.
Oh, yep. Okay, sweet.
Which is great because I shot all these beautiful eagle shots and I was so excited. And then I got the new camera and I shoot and it's 45 megs per frame.
Yep.
On those RAWs. 45 megs is huge. My laptop can't do it. I mean, it can do it okay, but I'm like outclassing my hardware. So then I was looking like, I want to build a tower. And like, it's like, I don't want to take out a mortgage to build a tower. I really don't. Like,
from what I've heard, the good news, the graphics cards are supposed to be coming down. But I know Chris paid over MSRP for a used 2080.
I paid more for a used 2080 than a MSRP 3080.
So, a year and a half ago when things were really crazy.
When you literally couldn't get anything.
Yeah, it was nuts. But with...
Because we were looking for like 2 months, and I was just like, I don't care at this point. I need an operable computer. Just send it.
Yep.
Cam just offered more stuff for us.
I'm just digging.
Dang, Cam's got all the good stuff.
He does.
I'm just digging.
Back it up.
I'll have to get a hold of him. And
we can put it in take that Arduino or the Pi, and we can put it into our cursed server or printing farm.
Yeah. That CR6 Max is just nothing but problems.
Do you feel like it's redeemable, Mike? Is it, or is that?
Oh yeah, we're gonna put the community hardware on there or firmware, and then like literally, it's just somewhere in there. It's not doing what it is claiming to do, aka the offset and the switch. It just there's no consistency. Like I can literally print perfect, push print again, and then it will be like, I don't know where the hell I am, and it prints like up in space or tries to sign the nozzle.
If it makes anybody feel any better, when Kara picked up her Ender Pro or Ender 3 Pro, if randomly, like let's say you started a print, and you're like, oh, you know what, I'm going to turn the bed down 10 degrees. Just simply interacting with the printer, with the original stock motherboard, it would just freeze and restart and then ruin the print.
What?
It would just freeze.
No way.
Yep.
That's terrible.
Yep, just right from the factory. That was that way. It would work sometimes. Like it would work. You could start it, get going, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, you're just pushing the button. It would just completely short. That is the main reason why I ordered her that Big Tree Tech motherboard for hers. And then it just happened to make it like the feature was silent stepper motors. And
it's nice.
Oh yeah. I got skills with smoothers for that.
I want
can't stand them anymore.
I want a nice quiet fan now, and then I can just have a nice quiet 3D printer going. Glorious.
This tiny little glue gun machine.
Right.
And then I put the brand new hot end. Sorry for anybody who's not into 3D printing. I put a brand new hot end, just a stock hot end in Kara's. And then it was printing fine. And then she did that one print and it still did the exact same thing. I think it was literally just a bad slice. I think whatever happened to it was just a bad slice.
Because I did it again. Like I reset everything, re-leveled it, everything. And it still did the thing where it did, I'd say 50% of the print normal. And then it got to the upper layers of the bigger piece, and it started like filling everything in like 100%, and the nozzle was dragging through the filament and everything. And like I heard it, and all of a sudden I started going, and I was like, ugh. So I went and turned it off, and it was real sad and frustrating.
But you've since resliced it and it printed it fine.
Yes, then I went resliced it where I did 2 of the pieces instead of 4, and that slice worked fine, and it's been fine ever since. So I did the piece I printed today. I finished 3D printing Ahsoka's Leku.
So it's all done now.
It's all done. It's just got to be assembled. So I'm super stoked. Anyway, I went and printed part of it, and it was printing, and I was working on Cam's emote this morning, and by the time I looked at that piece, one of the tip pieces completely moved, and so it was all like spaghetti all over the place. And like there were 3 pieces, and there was only one that released and like just went crazy. It's like, dang it. So
the bird's nest of nightmare.
Yeah.
it was.
Mike, do any of yours have PEI sheets?
PEI sheets. I've got the Ender 5 It's got magnetic bed. The Ender 3's got that magnetic bed. So.
Okay, is that's just like the flexible one that like the Ender 3 comes with?
Yeah. I can't believe how wonderful they print. I mean, compared to this glass anyway. I mean, it's like, maybe it's just like an issue, but like, even when it was printing, even when I can get it print consistently on the glass, it still releases like crazy. And the nice thing about the magnetic like flexi bed is like it holds on so good. You can almost probably print cold. I mean, you don't almost need a heated bed almost.
Right.
Honestly, because it grabs on so nice.
I've been enjoying. So the Prusa has the metal PEI sheet. I know that's what Jim has on his new printer. I do love that. It does print really well. But man, the extruder on the Prusa Mini is insanely strong, and so you just feed the filament into the machine, and then it goes ring, and it just like I can't believe how fast it can crank it down the like. It's still not direct drive, but it just rams the filament down the tube and just into the hot end. And when it's ripping back and forth, it's just it
is fast.
It's really a nice printer.
Yeah,
it must like Capricorn or whatever's in that tube must be really, really perfect.
Yeah. Yep.
It's so good.
It's a really fun little thing. I've not. I mean, knock on wood. I haven't had any problems with that one.
No,
it just works.
Did you say you bought one of those Bowden tube slicers?
For cutting Bowden
tubes? Mine came with it. Yeah.
No. All I did was I used. So like David told me, just use a razor blade, but don't push. Just saw with no pressure, and it'll eventually cut through, and it doesn't like squish it down.
Okay.
Yep. Just get a nice new razor blade and just saw with no pressure.
I just stick a piece of filament in there and use my flush cutters.
Nice. So.
Yeah, because when I ordered my Capricorn, it came with a cutter.
That's nice. The new hot ends from Creality come with Capricorn tubing and not the clear.
Oh, really?
Clear, yeah. It's kind of fun. Anyways, enough of 3D printing. Mike, you're welcome. I don't care if you stay on the call. If you're busy, let us know. But if not, Kara's going to move on.
Instead this arrived Monday.
No way. Did you? Just ordered us an Arduino. Cam, that's so nice of you.
What did you do?
Ordered us an Arduino kit.
What? You are ridiculous, Cam.
In a good way, ridiculous.
I'm trying to think.
We appreciate you, man.
Cam, do you like your emote? I hope.
He said it was awesome earlier. I hope you like it. Okay, so here was my thinking behind it. First, Cam, I stole your Facebook profile picture to make your emote.
Well, as a reference.
Creep.
As a reference. Oh, yes, I'm a creep. I almost messaged you and asked for a picture, but I was like, I can steal off Facebook. But
you're like, I'll just log into my spy cams and take one from him.
That's right.
Use the government bees or whatever, or the drones.
But no, then I was like, you like to cook because you're constantly posting pictures, which I'm fine with, of like new things you've smoked, new things you've grilled, new things you just cooked in general. And I'm like, okay, so we'll do something with a chicken leg. And I was like, it'd be really funny if Cam had the roasted. So whenever we make fun of Jeremy, we can use the roasted emote.
I wish our stupid animated emotes that I made
were available.
Yeah, because like I like them a lot. I'm trying to think of a way that I can like show them.
Yes,
it's like I almost feel like I'm just gonna make an action on freaking. I'm gonna make an action on StreamerBot that just like shows them add sub action.
While he's doing that, Kara, why don't you cover your movie? Or you were tasked to watch The Majestic.
Yes.
And if we don't get a wheel spin redeemed for this week, Kara won't have to watch it.
I won't have to review a movie next week. So yeah, I mean, do we want to do it while Mike's on the phone still?
He said he's got booted.
Yeah.
Oh, you got Das boot. Okay.
Tony
Stop
has
the
redeemed
press.
a wheel spin.
And don't forget, we still have to do IMDb.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. I'm just checking all the lugs, everybody.
Just spin it.
No, I'm checking the lugs.
You're a lug.
All right. While you're doing that, let's see here. So we're gonna go loop, browse.
Here we go. This is for Tony.
Good spin. Good spin.
Lego walk, Kara.
I told you the dumb thing is rigged.
It can't be. Hold on. I got a perfect emote for this though.
There it is. Because Chris. Yeah. You know what to do.
I feel like
Ryan has redeemed a wheel spin.
Okay,
Do we
well,
want to wait until Kara's done her thing, or do I do it in tandem?
Just let's let her do the walk.
everybody hates me, don't you? You hate me. You hate me.
Double or nothing, and she has to do the worm on the Legos.
Yeah,
Can
no,
she even
I am
do
not doing the worm on the Legos. Why does everyone hate me?
Kara says, "Why does everybody hate her?"
Okay, so at least with Chris Perillo,
I wish you guys could see her face. It's so funny. Oh, that looked like it hurt.
I heard like a popping noise, and I hope that wasn't like
It's probably
something important.
I see the Legos flying off. Rest in peace, Kara. All right,
Y'all
here we
suck.
go. Round two.
if it's Kara Lego walk, it's just nope, not happening.
Oh, it's happening.
Nope, not happening.
Oh my gosh!
What is it?
Lego or Kara movie review?
Who redeemed that one, Ryan?
That
It was Ryan. Okay,
Yep.
Ryan, we are not picking stupid movies.
We want.
No, this is Ryan's choice.
Brad's
I'm not going to
words-
say anything.
Yep. All right, I won't say anything either.
Ryan, it's your choice of film.
It has to be a movie that you're offended that I haven't seen. Not like Surf Ninjas.
Eh,
You
Cowabunga,
could,
dude.
if Bradsworth is still here, you could donate your pick to Brad.
You could. Because I know Brad's got some movies he wants me to watch. Bradsworth.
Bradsworth
Okay,
probably pick
so-
Surf Ninja just to be sharky.
But I've seen it now, so.
Well, it doesn't matter. Brad can pick what he wants.
No.
But no, it's really we're just
this is
talking
the
on
other
behalf of
email
Ryan.
That I was. They
Color
already
of
watched
Money?
that. They did a review of it already.
What is it?
The
The
Goonies.
Goonies.
And we did a review of it. Yep.
Yeah, we watched The Goonies and we did a review already.
What's the
Last
color
week,
of money?
Ryan.
And Ryan, you don't have to
I
get.
don't
We're just saying, you don't have to.
So should I do my review on?
Yes, fire up your review.
Okay, so Cam got movie review last week, and he recommended The Majestic, which got Jim Carrey in it. Definitely not a standard Jim Carrey movie. Cam, I loved this movie. It was so friggin' good. I loved it. So, what's the questions?
What was your favorite scene?
Favorite scene? I had a few. I really liked all of the scenes where Jim Carrey and the guy who thinks that Jim Carrey's character is his son. If you haven't seen it, can I kind
Don't
of...
worry about spoilers. This
Okay.
movie's 20 years old.
Yeah. Well, 2001. Yeah.
21 years old.
Yeah. So, okay. Long story short, guy's a writer in California. Just kind of give everybody a backstory who hasn't seen it. Guy's a writer in California for film. This is back during the 50s when there were, I think it was called the Red Scare,
Yep.
where people thought that they were communists in Hollywood. So Jim Carrey's character gets flagged. Peter Appleton gets flagged as a communist because he attended a communist meeting back in college. So they assume he's a communist. His career starts going down the drain. So he decides to go for a drive, and he's drunk. He goes for a drive. Car goes off a bridge into a river. When he's in the river, he smacks his head super hard, washes up on shore in this town of Lawson. And he has no memory of who he is, nothing. And so he shows up there. He looks like the son of a guy. The son went missing in action during World War II. So never found, nothing. So everybody assumes he's dead. He shows up, looks exactly like the guy's son. He assumes it's his son, treats him like his son, everything. They reopen the old theater that the dad and the son had started. Ends up finding out he's not the son, and he has to go back for trial, stands up for himself, and ends up going back to Lawson. There. Nice. Contained. So now everybody's caught up. So favorite scene is when they're rebuilding the Majestic, which is the theater. I loved that whole entire scene. Like, he's kind of accepting his role as this guy's son. And it's kind of touching. It's really nice. Like, he gets the whole entire town to work together with him. So that was one of my favorite, sections of the movie. And then my other two favorites was in the courtroom when he actually stands up and he's not willing to say, yes, I'm a communist, you know. He stands up for himself. Like, it's something his old character wouldn't do. And he's been living the life of this guy who won the Medal of Honor during World War II, that he feels the need to actually stand up and speak the truth. And it's good for him. And he ends up quitting his job as a writer because he sees how trash it is. And he goes back to Lawson and just runs the theater. And then my other favorite scene would be when he does show back up at Lawson. He doesn't know how everybody's going to accept him because he lived for a few months as this guy. And then for them to basically be excited because this guy has come back, only to lose him again, because this town had lost like 62 young men during World War II.
Dang.
Yeah. It's a small town, and so losing 62 people is like huge.
Oh, yeah.
So when he does show back up, like the entire town's there, and they're basically, well, they have signs that say, welcome home, Peter. And they're all just stoked that he's back. And I may have cried a few times during that movie. Cam, that was an excellent choice. Thank you. Least favorite scene. It was a very good scene, but it broke my heart because I knew Jim Carrey's character wasn't this guy. And so my least favorite scene was when the dad goes into his theater box, or the ticket box, and he had a picture of his son up and a banner to show that his son had died. And he takes it down and he starts crying.
Oh, dang.
Because he thinks his son is back. And he ends up dying before the end, like towards the end of the movie. And Jim Carrey's character almost tells him that he isn't his son. But like he starts saying, Harry, I'm not. And you can see the old man's face fall. And so he changes what he says because he's crying. You know, he's like acting like he's choked up. And he says, Harry, I'm not ready to say goodbye. So he changed it. So Harry was able to pass away thinking his son had returned. But like the whole entire time, it broke my heart knowing that it's not him and it's gonna destroy Harry. But he never found out. So, but that was a great scene, but it was very sad. So there's that. And then
who would you recommend this movie to?
Definitely, I like, it's family friendly. There's a couple of swear words in it. So it's family friendly, but I don't know if kids would get a kick out of it. I would say if you like dramas, I guess, because it's not your standard, like I said, it's not your standard Jim Carrey. It's not a comedy at all. Gosh, who would I recommend it to? I don't know. Mid-20s and up. I don't know.
Okay. And then would you watch it again?
Yes, I'd 1,000% watch it again. It's so good.
So where did you watch it?
I watched it this afternoon, during Chip's nap.
What platform did you stream it on?
Amazon Amazon TV, Amazon
Was it
Prime.
free or did you have to buy it?
Oh, it was $3 to rent.
All right. Was it a good $3?
Yes, worth it.
Nice.
Worth it. I kind of want to buy it now and just have it.
Well, so I believe you can rewatch it for a short amount of time. So maybe
48
Jeremy wants
hours.
to check it out.
Mm-hmm. You should watch it. It's so good. It's
okay,
good.
since you put me back in the wide, Brad, you just want to, give me a pat on the back with a thumbs up emote or something. I kept my mouth shut the whole time.
Because he didn't see it.
Well, I've absolutely seen the movie when it came out.
Oh,
You
have?
watched The Majestic?
I absolutely, of course, you guys, look at that. Of course I watched the movie.
You never said you had.
You
You
got me
acted
that way.
like you
I
had.
watched it, and I actually think you left out some parts. Did the town the town found out that Jim Carrey was not the son after the dad passed away?
Okay, so the
town was mad, right?
They only found out because the people who were doing the FBI or whoever
Showed up
and
dragged his butt back.
Yes.
And then did the town not? I thought the town, there was something about supporting him during the trial, like they did support him or something.
They watched and listened to the trial the whole entire time. Why can't I think of the girlfriend's name? Anyway, she was very upset because she went to school for law and he was Did
she help him find a loophole or something to get out of it?
No. So she wanted him to stand up for himself. She had gotten her law degree, just passed her bar exam, and there was a written statement from the company he works for saying that, yes, I'm a communist. I'm sorry for what I've done. I'm never going to do it again. And here's a list of people that
Yes.
are communists in Hollywood. And so she gets mad. She's like, you're not going to read that. She's like, there's freedom of speech. There's, all these things protected by our Constitution. And you're going to just read off this statement? She's like, that's not right. That's not legal. That's like horrible that they're doing this to you. And like, they have a huge spat and they kind of leave angry. And then right as he's getting on the train to go back to Hollywood, her dad, the doctor of the town, shows up and gives him a little present from her, which is a book of the Constitutions. And he opens it up and it was actually a little booklet from Luke, the guy, the good Jim Carrey person.
The war hero.
The war hero. It was from Luke to her. I can't think of her name and I hate it. And then in the back was a letter, like his farewell letter to her, because he's like, I don't know if I'm going to make it back. And I've come to terms with that. And so I think in the end, that's what changed his mind.
So anyway, I wanted to give Kara, I let her talk, and because Brad said you did it, he's like, Brad's like, probably chin hit the floor. A, that I was quiet. I'm just kidding. I'm tooting my own horn. But B, that was a really good movie review, second of all. But what I wanted, so I kept my mouth shut, even though I wanted to like interject. And then, correct me if I'm wrong, did he have amnesia at first?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Did she
he
say
whacked
that?
his head like super hard, and when he showed up in town, he couldn't remember who he was.
Okay, I don't remember if you said that or not when
did.
you were describing it. Okay,
Yeah.
So all right, and then this doesn't matter now, but because now you're talking about it, it's fun to talk about. He got named because somebody did that to him.
Yes.
So
And that was like the
Okay,
whole
so
problem
what's
with McCarthyism in that era in Hollywood.
What's funny is the reason he went to that communist meeting in the first place is he was trying to impress a girl. It was
Adele?
Cam. Adele is the girlfriend.
Thanks, Cam.
Thank you, Cam. But yeah, he went to that meeting back in college to impress a girl. And then at the end, you find out that the girl he was trying to impress gave them his name.
Oh, that is a very...
Yes, that was a big thing. And then it was the classic trope, like, if you do this, you'll get a slap on the wrist, but we need you to publicly name the next person. So it was kind of like, so she did it to save her butt, and everybody before had been doing it to like save their butt. But then and even if he would have went back to Hollywood, I don't know if he would have got a job.
Well, he
got
did. No, he
blacklisted.
did. He did go back.
But
He
it's 'cause
was a writer.
But he won the trial.
Kind of. Like, he was going to lose it, but he literally, like, stood up for his rights, and he, like, talked about the Constitution and everything, and then he just walked right out, and they realized if we throw him in prison, he's going to become a martyr for this now. And so...
And he didn't name the next person either, though, which
He
screwed up.
didn't. Well, okay, so he didn't, but... At one point they wanted him to they questioned him before he read his statement, and he was given a piece of, like, a packet of papers, and they were like, oh, look at this. Is this the meeting document? Are these the people who were there? Is that your signature at the bottom? And they're like, why were you there? And Jim Carrey's character, Peter, is like, well, if you'd look at line 36, and it's the woman's name. And so that they ended up considering him calling her out because he pointed out that he was there for the girl on line 36.
Funny.
Yeah.
Funny.
Girl on line 36.
And no, I do not think Jim Carrey is hot.
Yeah, you do.
That's a negative.
No, she prefers Robotnik. Robotnik. Anyways, no, super good movie. Brad, are you proud of me? You never gave me a thumbs up. I'm so sad. Anyways, I didn't interrupt Kara's awesome movie review, and I thought you did an excellent job
Thank
as
you.
well. I know Ryan had suggested Office Space. I think Kara's technically you have seen that movie.
Yep.
What, do you not like Office Space?
I don't recall liking it.
How do you not like it?
It's just not.
Maybe you need to watch it again and give it a Kara movie review.
Oh, what movie did it?
That was Office Space.
That's what Ryan suggested after
Yeah.
we said that you had already done the Goonies.
Ryan, please just commit if you would like Kara to rewatch it, or if
Hey,
you want
we're
to pick
in
something
sick
else.
mode, guys.
But I technically I did show her that movie because I absolutely loved it so much. It's the one. It's got the RX-7 in it, and he gets hypnotized to hate his job.
I don't know. Maybe I
Or he already hates his job, and he asked if he could be hypnotized to see his job. It's
I
the
don't
one. It's got
know.
Jennifer Aniston in it and 15 Pieces of Flair. That whole thing is all from that movie.
Maybe that's not. Maybe I haven't seen it.
Well, if she all right. Well,
I don't know. We'll watch it.
Office Space it is.
Office Space it is. We will watch Office Space.
All right.
And then Brad said, no, because you started trying to joke.
Poke holes in my review.
That's why he's not giving you kudos, because you're like, I deserve praise after I destroy Kara's review.
No. You guys asked me if I'd seen the movie. I was defending myself. Well, Brad, last time I was interrupting her. This time I waited to ruin it until the end. Next time all I have to do is just keep my mouth shut.
So we just need to put.
That's the secret to a long, healthy marriage.
So here's what should happen. There should be a 5-minute Jeremy timeout during my reviews.
No, because I did it on my own accord.
He did do it on his own.
It's true, but he did come back and he was like, well, you forgot this in the movie. You forgot this in the movie and this in the movie, Karen. How did you forget all of this?
Next time, on my own accord, without need of timeouts, I will be quiet for longer. Office Space is going to be a tough one to keep my mouth shut for, though. Dang, I love that movie.
I'll watch it.
All right, so I think that... we have to do the IMDb game.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't have any of the
Bryan
assets loaded for it.
Cranston. Huh?
I don't have any of the assets loaded for this.
Oh.
So they don't get the music or the graphics or anything, but
That's all
we're
right.
playing the IMDb game.
Woo!
So the way the IMDb game works is Ryan, who redeemed this, suggested an actor. In this case, Bryan Cranston. It is our job to guess whether or not that actor has appeared in more films or fewer films than screen legend Sean Connery. So you guys can play along at home, comment which you think, if he is actually, you know what? I'm going to start a poll. I'm actually just going to start a poll.
There you go.
New poll. Bryan Cranston, IMDb. More, fewer, start poll.
You did do a really good job on your review. For what
Thank you.
I can tell you actually cared about that movie.
It was so good. It was so good.
Whilst waiting for people to reply to the poll. So the poll is at the top of your chat for people that don't know how to interact with the poll. So go ahead and go up there and vote. It defaults to 2 minutes. But so I want to say how much I enjoyed the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
It was good.
Did you watch the first one or the second one?
So I got tricked into watching the first one because Amazon's like, oh, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is available. So it's like, oh, I'm going to watch the first one and the second one just back to back then, right?
Yep.
The freaking second one is purchase only.
Is it really?
Is free on HBO or no? It's free on Paramount.
I don't have that Paramount.
Oh.
Well,
So-
Do you know what's on Disney Plus?
we have Cam's Paramount.
The new Buzz Lightyear movie.
Is it?
It's out.
Are you sure?
I saw it today.
I thought that was a making of thing. Because I saw that too.
Swear
it
I
hasn't
saw
even
it
hit
today.
theaters yet. It hits theaters next Friday.
Yeah,
I
why
could
would-
be wrong, but I swear I saw it.
I'm pretty sure it was like a making of thing.
Was it? Are you sure? Let's look. New to Disney.
All right. How's this poll coming along?
Oh, it's called Beyond It. Oh, this is the back. Okay, it's called Beyond Infinity. All right, fine.
So, although I would be so down to watch that movie, looks like
Yeah.
it's going to be good.
No,
I'm excited.
I am excited
Well,
to watch
we
it.
have to also chime in, and
Yep.
I'm going to say that he's
So,
been.
are you going to agree with the audience that Bryan Cranston has appeared in fewer roles, or are you going to go with the Rebels and say that he's appeared in more?
I'm
I'm
gonna go
going to
with
say
more.
fewer.
So, Kara says more, Jeremy says fewer. Bryan Cranston has appeared in more credited acting roles
Boom!
than
Wait.
Sean
Yes!
Connery.
Carol went against the grain. Only 27% of people said.
So, congratulations to all of you who chose
Wow.
the correct answer. All 4 of you. I commend you for your film knowledge.
That's right. Sorry. Okay.
We need one of those punching gloves that comes out of the wall to punch the loser.
Oh, it's blackout time.
Did you redeem that, or who redeemed it?
Ryan redeemed it.
Rian.
Way to go, Ryan. That's really pretty darn fun. We could probably almost black it out till the end. Hey, let's see if it makes it.
Could we? Could we though? Oh,
And
wait.
Cam would like the wheel to be spun. This will be fun in the dark.
It will be fun in the dark.
Spin that wheel.
Oh, whoops. I'm sorry. I pressed the wrong button.
What the heck?
Jeremy explains science.
Yes.
All right, Cam. What scientific topic would you like Jeremy to explain to you?
I'm excited for this.
I'm excited for this too.
I don't want to.
Even if you know nothing about it, you still have to, whatever it sounds like.
So remember, the only other time this was redeemed, they chose aquatic mammals. if
And
you remember
Jeremy,
that.
yes, I remember that.
Or sea mammals. It was sea mammals.
No, so it's going to be like Chris, you're the one who introduced me to the people. They're given the name of some creature from some show or whatever.
What's Stopasopa?
What? I have no idea.
Do you see that too?
Yeah.
Oh,
Garfield.
Garfield. Yeah.
I don't know if it's
There you What is it?
It's a bunch of squished spiders.
Oh, that's funny.
Anyways, did he pick wormhole theory? All
Explain
right,
wormholes.
wormhole theory. So we're going to start with paper. And papers come from trees. And when worms go into trees, they munch it up and make pulp. And pulp creates paper. So we can take that theory and say, like, look, if I were to fly to the moon, it's 235,000 miles to the moon, or 258,000 miles to the moon, okay?
100 million billion miles to the moon.
So if I were to go there, it would take me a long time to get there. So some people theorize that wormholes, if we can take space and linear, so if one edge of the paper is Earth and the other edge of the paper is moon, instead of going literally or linearly from one to the other and wasting all that time, what if we could just bend the paper so that the moon is now just a hop across the street instead? So you bend the paper, then you have a hole and you go through it, and then you're crossing, instead of, walking the paper, you just cross a short distance. That is wormhole theory.
I don't think that's the worst explanation I've ever heard.
I just did the worm thing in the fun to be funny. In the beginning to be funny.
I thought you were going to be ridiculous and be like, so those wormholes in trees, you go through those.
Yeah, exactly. You go to where the worm ate the hole.
Yeah, right. And you go through and climb it. No, I'm sure
Brian
there's...
says you know about wormholes, but you didn't know we have sea mammals.
Well, it just says milk. I didn't understand the milk thing. How do you have milk underwater?
It's probably pretty salty.
Well, because whales are mammals, right?
Yeah.
And they have
Dolphins.
They nurse.
live birth, right?
Yep.
And do they float or do they swim while nursing? Do they stay
I don't know.
stationary or do they
I
move?
imagine they probably just park.
How do
I
you
don't care.
park?
Do you go jogging when you're feeding Chip?
All the time. Just kidding. No.
Can you imagine?
Chip, it would be very painful. Just
Oh
saying.
yeah, I guess like the chomp on the stomp.
the latch, as they would say.
He would be so angry.
Well, no, is it
I'd
like...
be so angry.
What was I watching recently? I think it was at that 5-day dino documentary where they talked about, I think there was something about ballast and how dinosaurs would swallow rocks.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the long neck
Like
swimmers.
a chicken.
And that would help them dive to certain levels. And then if they needed to be lighter, they would just chuck up the rocks and throw them up. And then they would float to the top. So I would just imagine do whales just load up?
Is
Like,
that
how
what
do they
it was?
float?
I thought they ate those to help grind up the food in their stomach.
Well, that's like a gizzard. But I
Yeah,
think they
and-
also used it for ballast.
Did they?
That's a cool name for a band. Dinosaur Ballast. Dino Ballast.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, Cam, what did you think of my science theory? You guys got nothing on my wormhole knowledge.
I'm trying to see. So Cam wants to know, what if whatever star is the exit of a wormhole? What if every star is the exit of a wormhole because the particles go in and are not destroyed? I'm not 100% sure if the ever is supposed to be every. What is written is what if every star is not. Oh my god! I give up.
What if every star is the exit of
And
a
I'm
wormhole?
trying to figure out how whales float.
Oh my goodness. So here's what I'm thinking. If we just say, basically break it down. He's saying, what if every star is the exit of a wormhole?
It just hasn't exploded yet.
That's what he's saying.
So then imagine it like this. Imagine having a match and the head of the match is the exit of a wormhole. So you strike the match, but then all this matter just keeps getting pumped in, and that's what's causing it to just burn continuously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you drilled the center of a match hole out, and then you just like blew wood chunks through it.
Wood
Ryan
chunks.
redeemed the Sith mode. Nice.
Nice. Cool,
It's
guys.
subtle. It's definitely subtle.
I think it's fun. I really like what it
It's
does to
more
the
obvious
logo.
on the wide.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it's nuts. It just looks
And it's funny
BA.
how like 80% of our set is black and white already. Like Han Solo looks no different.
It's true.
No, he doesn't. What's black and white and red all over?
A newspaper.
Our
A
set.
zebra after a car accident.
No, our set and
A
Sith mode.
penguin with a diaper rash.
What? You guys are so mean to penguins.
I'm not
Absolutely
mean to
mean.
penguins.
No, so just to recap, we got a little bit of Star Wars in. We got some awesome 3D printing / chat with Mike, some sweet new features, an excellent Bombad Kara movie review that I'm going to continue working on, not interrupting Kara. The first journey is 1,000 steps is one step. What?
The first journey is 1,000 steps is one step.
Well, like
The
journey of all the thousands.
Every journey begins with a single step is what you were trying to say.
I think it's like right. So the journey of 1,000 steps begins with one. It's a different way to say it.
It's Jeremy's way to say it.
It's not my way. I didn't invent that saying.
Are you sure?
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Okay.
The journey of 1,000 steps is a single step.
You got to take one
That's
to get
wormhole theory right there, Jeremy.
there. Right?
We got some green wet ski on the.
Very
Oh,
good use of the grain wet ski emote, Ryan.
I do like the science one. We should come up with a topic each week to do science. Anyways, guys, it is 8:30. I have
Oh, dang.
enjoyed chatting with you
Yep.
all. Thank you all for showing up today. We all care about you. Do we want to raid somebody today?
Who's on?
Who is on?
Who's on? Loyal Moose, King's Creations, Chris P.
Do we want new or do we want
We could
familiar?
do new. We could do new.
Let's see who they suggest that we watch. Let's go into Makers and Crafting and see if there's
I should work for Hallmark.
What?
This holiday season, show the loved ones that you care about them with a card from Jeremy. Your face is pretty, so much that it makes up for the rest of you.
Oh my gosh. Get out.
Ooh, looks like there's somebody doing a mod of a Nerf gun. You want to raid that guy?
Let's rate them.
Vile mods.
That's pretty cool.
Cool,
Rate
cool, cool.
those daily motivational calendars. Look, you got up and looked at this calendar. You can finish your day.
It'd be the Jeremy demotivational calendar.
No, it's motivating.
All right.
Is it though?
You don't have to-
say thank you guys for joining us this evening. If you're listening to the audio-only version of this, I apologize yet again. But maybe check us out on Twitch live every Saturday night at 7 p.m. Central. If you're watching on YouTube, I appreciate you going for the highest possible audio quality. But maybe you should check us out too. But if you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to like the video and comment down below with, oh my gosh, we're doing so many barrel rolls.
And Brad's comment's awesome.
Overall, this has been super fun. Thanks everybody for joining us. And of course,
May the force be with you.